the next generation really, cause they the next. A lot of us stuff that we do, you can't teach a what is it? You can't teach an old dog new tricks. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So I would start with the younger generation. 'Cause if you start with them, that's planting the seed, and
They plant the seed for them, and it
yeah,
keeps
yeah,
going
it
continuously.
continues.
Because a lot of people don't grow with morals, and like that's another problem. Like morals is everything nowadays. Like some people don't even say excuse me.
Yeah,
See what I'm saying? So
yeah. It starts there. It
it's
starts
more
there.
than it's deep. Welcome back to another video. This is season 6, episode 1. Last season we had a reach of 6 episodes on that right there. And originally, who am I here with?
Michael Jones,
So like where are you originally from?
Florida.
So like what brings you to the area of Texas mostly?
I came to
like
Texas.
right here.
Oh, I came to Texas for school. To be honest, AIM is where I'm at right now. And yeah.
So like the next 5 years, like where do you see your potential self like being?
In the next 5 years, I plan on acquiring my AMP license within the next 2 years. So within the next 5 years, I plan on going back to Florida and basically working in an airline out there. You know what I'm saying? Stacking my bread up.
So like a year from now, like how does that look?
A year from now, right now, I should have the my airframe and my license, so that'd be like half the steps done to getting a full AMP. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, planning for jobs, which will be in like the I say 3 years, and then 4 to 5 them last 2 years, I should be leaving Florida. I mean leaving Texas, going to Florida, going back to Florida.
So like like if a person would be interested, like how does that look on like a daily? Like how does coming in this atmosphere look like? If I were to be like, I don't know nothing about this,
All
how
right,
could that be beneficial?
beneficial. So I say it was beneficial if you want to change basically your life. You want to, because this is a career. So it's a career that you can acquire within 2 years. So you want something fast and you don't want to go to college, you could do this. And it's beneficial in the sense that you could take it anywhere. Aviation is worldwide, and then you can go into other fields as well that's not aviation with your license. You know what I'm saying? And with the money that you do acquire, you can go into businesses, be an entrepreneur, all type of shit. And then day to day, you come to school, you learn, and then that's pretty much what it is. It's hands on and stuff. So even
So like you can continue. My apologies about that.
oh no, you good.
So like the next question I was going to ask you. So like like what made you actually get in this avenue?
To be honest, this came to me out of the blue. To be honest,
Did you walk in blind?
I did walk in a little blind. The only pre-knowledge I had to this was from one of my mom's friends. So, cause they do this, and he pretty much put me on game on like how it changed his life. You know what I'm saying? So, it was probably like, you know what I'm saying? You see what he got.
It was a tunnel vision. You seen it before it even happened. So like like if I were to be like into this industry, like what made you like decide? You said it was the financial backing of it. So like after high school, what was your plans like?
After high school, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I didn't even finish high school. I dropped out, and then I got a GED. Like I dropped out 11th grade and got a GED. So I really didn't know where I was gonna go, but I knew I wanted to do something like that's profitable. You know what I'm saying? I didn't just want to ramble like, you know what I'm saying, for years not having nothing to do. So I dropped out, and then it was like, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking for something, a career, quick career. You know what I'm saying? Because I got other dreams and aspirations. That's why I touched on a little earlier. Like you can have this money and you can put it into other businesses and shit like that.
So like this is like the stepping stones of like a foundation where this can fund the other corporations.
Other stuff, yeah.
So like next question, man. So like what is your thoughts on your government figures? Like like you live in the state of Texas right now. Like what is your thoughts on the people that has all this money, power, influence, glory that like does nothing for their community?
To be honest, man, I try not to get involved with any of the politics. I feel like it's bigger power into the community. You know what I'm saying? Other people like your neighbors and stuff like that got similar interests. Y'all come together other than just putting all y'all thoughts and money and you know what I'm saying, feelings into a politician. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because like right now it's all just the same stuff, man.
Yeah,
Like people are arguing about the left and the right side.
Yeah,
At the end of the
and
day,
then,
it's straight down the middle, and people have to understand that.
Yeah, so rather than just getting involved with leaders and stuff like that, how about you become your own leader and bring your other brother up to be a leader and your sisters to be your leader, and then y'all all come together and y'all can solve the problems. You know what I'm saying? Instead of begging and pleading to someone to fix it, that's never gonna fix it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about that.
So if you were in that position, how would that look like? Like one day in that position.
You know what you're saying? Like
political
leader?
Yeah, like if you were in that atmosphere, what would you change if you could change one major thing or change something that could help people or help yourself or something like that?
I would probably, if I was ever in that position, my main focus would probably be the next generation, really, because they the next. A lot of us stuff that we do, you can't teach what is it? You can't teach an old dog new tricks. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So I would start with the younger generation. Because if you start with them, that's planting the seed, and
they plant the seed for them, and it keeps going continuously.
Continues.
Because a lot of people don't grow with morals, and that's another problem. Like morals is everything nowadays. Like some people don't even say excuse me.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So
it starts there.
It's more than it's deep.
So just starting there with, like you said, morals. If you install morals, maybe that's just the one thing you install in them, and then they lead it to the next generation. They add on something that's more than morals. You know what I'm saying? They got the morals, then they kids have morals and something else that they provide, and then it keeps going and on and like that. So that's what I think. If I was ever in like in a position of power like that, it would be the kids, the youth.
So you will focus on the kids, then the adults after.
Yeah.
Because as you target the kids, I'm not gonna say they're weak minded, but they're not developed as a person that's 25, 26 years old. So as we progress to the next question, man. So what is your thoughts on abortion?
My thoughts on abortion. No comment. I ain't gonna lie.
So let me elaborate, man. So do you think it's woman's body's woman's choice? Or do you think that should be left up to the states or the federal government? And what I mean by that is that the federal government says it's legal for anybody to get it. Now they're saying it's left to the states and where to decide if you get it or you don't get it.
To be honest, I believe you shouldn't do abortion because that's still a life.
So you don't believe in woman's choice?
I feel like if you do that, if you believe it's your choice, you should take up the consequences of whatever comes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
whatever comes with it comes with it, but it still should be woman's choice, woman's body. Correct.
If they do it like that and they believe it's their choice, I leave that up to a higher power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. At the end of the day, I leave it like your morals can be messed up at the end of the day. But I look at it like woman's body is woman's choice. At the end of the day, you can't tell a person what to do with their own body.
Yeah.
We are not in a dictatorship. We are in a democracy.
Yeah.
So as we do elaborate with the next question, man. So what is your thoughts on people in the educational system? How corrupt we are in this organization. What I mean by that is that the corruption is too deep to even understand. You know how Mexico is one of the biggest drug distributors.
Yeah.
And how fentanyl have just taken over the whole world. Literally 1 gram can probably seriously get 1 million people high. Now imagine 1 gram goes into just say 1,000 pre-rolls, and now that's getting distributed in California's dispensaries.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? It's things that they don't talk about like that. But the next question is what is your thoughts on all the corruption?
To be honest, I feel like corruption is gonna continue until it gets to a point where it's just gonna collapse. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna only get worse and worse. Like how you brought up fentanyl and pre-rolls and stuff like that. It's gonna get to a point where it's so worse, it's to a point you can't ignore it. Because right now it's still people can ignore it and stuff like that.
But they can't ignore it. They can, but they can't. They can, but they can't. They can, but they can't.
But it's gonna be a point where they
can't.
They can't. They just gonna have to, face the facts. You know what I'm saying?
That's do something about
it. Yeah.
Right now, they're making billions a year just off one substance.
Yeah.
It's not including the other distributed substances as, marijuana. I'm not gonna get in depth with the question because
Yeah.
it's that's a deeper topic, and it's talking to more about violence. And I don't want to talk about the violence. But the next thing is like, do you really believe that the violent rate is going up in this country?
You said the ballot rate?
The violence rate.
Violence rate? I think yes and no. I think it comes in waves. So like certain events push violence, and then it's gonna last for longer, and then there's periods of time where it decreases. You know what I'm saying?
It goes up and it goes down, it goes up and it goes down.
Yeah.
Do you think we're just in that period where it's constantly going up because of financial crisis?
Honestly, I think with the financial crisis, it's lower. I haven't seen it. I feel like it's been more violent years, but to my eyes, that's in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's as violent. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it's like kill and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
You seeing it on a regular, like like is it?
It's more. I see it's more theft and stuff like
Yeah.
that. If anything, if you consider that violence, but like violent crimes, I ain't know.
So your thoughts on it is that it's going up, but it's going down, and we're not seeing it because like on the news, like you see so much stuff on the news, but when you go outside, you don't see half of this stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Do you think that's just propaganda?
To be honest, I feel like negativity sells. Even if it's not news wise, you can go on your little Instagram, you're gonna see woo woo fought this one, or woo woo got in an altercation with this one, or they getting canceled and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's always violence, and it's always violence that gets the bills paid. And I don't understand. People would rather hear something negative than something positive.
Yeah.
And like even being, I guess it's because we're programmed, we're wired to respond with the dopamine in our systems.
Yeah.
So like we can look at something and be in tuned in for hours. Like TikTok, you can be on that app for literally hours and hours and pass by. You didn't even get a chance to study.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it's more as you got to eliminate the cause to create a better problem.
Yeah.
Because like you said, corruption is always going to be there. It's just how you maintain it. You can have it big and you can have it down.
Yep.
So I guess it's really just up to the individual for the viewer eye. So like where can they find you here? Like Instagram, TikTok, social media?
Find me?
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gotta put my little ass on there. I ain't really worried about that. But yeah, that's it. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, man. Make sure you guys like, follow, share, comment, stay engaged, tap that bell. Make sure you guys like. This is another one. This is season 6, episode 1. Make sure you guys stay tuned in. And, like as we do X out the question, man. So like actually get more like in depth. Like where do you actually see yourself in a year from now?
Where I see myself in a year from now.
Actually, like get more in depth.
More in depth. I bet. So right now I'm still working. I'm working at UPS. So in a year, I think I'm still gonna be working at UPS. But I'm gonna finish my generals, which by the end of December, I'm gonna finish that. I plan on, saving some money. Probably get a second car. So within a year, I believe I should have like 2 whips. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to be carnal or nothing, but that's pretty much my goals for the next year. You know what I'm saying? Just getting another car.
Something slight, something easy.
Something easy. Yeah.
Or do you live by yourself?
No, I live with my mom.
Save, man. See, right.
Yeah.
I do the same, man. Just save as much as you can.
Save.
Make sure you guys like, follow, share, comment, stay engaged. This is season 6, episode 1. As we get in depth with the questioning, like I said, check them out. Like, follow, share. Until next time, you guys. Peace out.